So what's up YouTube? We're here today in the garage doing it a little bit different today because it's raining outside, the weather's awful, it's really windy, it's not bike riding weather, it's winter, it's UK. This is what we're going to have to put up with. So today I'm just going to fit a couple of things to my bike, nothing spectacular, nothing mechanical, it's something that anyone can do as long as they've got hands and half a brain, not even a full brain, you only need half a brain. So right, so here's the bag. I just took it out of its plastic cover. Hopefully it's got some fittings inside. It's meant to be waterproof or water resistant. No one really ever claims it's waterproof for some reason. Too scared in case it leaks. So we got this. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look at the instructions. And we got a load of bolts and some instructions here. So let's put that there. Hopefully the bolts won't fall down. Because that's going to be fiddly getting your hands under here and doing the screws, what I'm going to do is I'll probably take this off and do it off the bike. I think that'll be the safest and easiest way. I say safest so I don't get frustrated and then kick something and break my toes or something. That's what normally happens, so I'll take this off. So I'm just going to use the Allen key and undo it. And that's it, completely off. Right, so we now have the bar completely off the handlebars. Got the two holes here, remember they face the front of the bike. There's nothing worse than putting it all together and finding out it's backwards just before you remount it and then going absolutely insane and hitting yourself in the face with a mallet. So what I'm going to do is now attach this, which is a plastic holder, onto the metal bit. I don't know what the technical term for this would be. Crossbar, cross member, bit of metal that goes between the handlebars. There you go. So let's stick this on. Remember that goes that way. So the first one I'm going to stick into the middle bit because they should be touching here. And just flip that over. Washer on and a little nut. And this is where it becomes easier off the bike because you can just use your fingers. And I'm only going to finger tighten it for now, just to get all the bits on. And I'll do the same with this one. No. And then the last one goes through there. And this is where we find out that I've lost the washer. He has as well. He's lost the washer. Right, so after 10 minutes on my hands and knees, crawling around like a complete fool, I found the washer and now they're all on finger tight and that's what it looks like. It is loose, I just need to tighten that up now. Right, so now I've got my tools to do the bolts up. Just a very expensive from a Christmas cracker a couple of years ago. Phillips head screwdriver and just a little ratchet set. So shove that on there and then do it up. Right, I want to make sure these two are touching like some kind of sexual fiends, always touching each other for no reason apart from they love it. Alright, so they don't move now. And these things pull out. These are the releases for the bag. Right, before I put it back on the bike, I'm just going to check it that it works, because I don't want to put it on the bike and it doesn't work. There you go. Secure. And then this will release it. And there you go. It actually works. I'm just as much in shock as you are. Right, now this just needs to be mounted back to the handlebars. That should be quite straightforward, seeing as I haven't adjusted or moved anything. Just got to put the bolts back in. just a question of lining them up. And then that clips on like that, and there you go. That is one handlebar bag. So next up we have the foot plate, which is going on here. This should be nice and simple, but just to be a little bit more difficult, what a sane person would do is see that paddock stand over there, that one. Yeah, what a sane person would do would they'd put that on this bike to lift this up in the air, but that's far too easy, so I'm going to try and put it on just by lifting the bike up with my arm as I do it. It's just because I can't be bothered to walk over there basically and then put this onto the paddock stand, so I'm going to try and do it by holding it up, and when that fails I'll cut to the bit where I'll put the paddock stand on. Right, here we go. We're going to put the foot plate on. That basically slides under there, so that sits on there. That then goes on top of that and uses these 3 bolts. The only tool you need is a little Allen key. Slight problem with my floor is it's not completely flat, so I'm going to have to put that on and not tighten it up completely. I'm going to have to tighten it up when I hold the bike in the air, so that might be a little bit more complicated, but nothing too dangerous. There you go, just lift it up with one hand, slide that underneath. Probably won't be able to do that if your bike was heavier, but luckily this is not a heavy bike. So you just line that up with that. I mean, if you can't simply put a screw into something that's ready made, then you probably shouldn't be allowed out of the house. And as you can see, that's not fully flush. So this is the bit where we lift the bike slightly, make sure it's completely on. Let's finish that off with a bit more tightening. If you want to know the torque settings for these, I don't do torque settings, that's for boffins. I just tighten it till it either breaks or it feels right. Yeah. And there you go, done. If you can't put stuff on like that, then you probably shouldn't be in charge of machinery. They're the simplest things. They're designed to bolt on. They do exactly that. See you next time. Love you all. Fish out.